Madam, I say, Yatra say, another day, ya didn't commode for some of the issues are abo aba ewo kruma. Now, my mini kind address this issue from Sehioso. Now, mini kind enye address no enfamfruo. Now saying Sehioso my hene ekoye politics bi. Ama me de net to tone level mani who say, or hene enye politics. Not even to talk about o my hene. Na mate say ya se na chiame ba ko bi e frɛ no Yabeko. Akwa kwagina debit FM AD Okumangra AD Matem. Ese ane omudi omo ntwen na enche emre bedane ombehu de yebesie. Na me nyano ba ko pa me de be ma Yabeko ne se. Sabe mpredi asa obi a wosi ne dan wo bola so. Me ne eni ano baabaye. Obi a osi ne dan ya wosisi bola so. Wone petemo ene di agro. Me Okumangra di wan for Oheneba Boamah Bennie. Me ni wono Yabeko. Eho adaje ene ne di abno baba enti. Yabeko. So peni pa woni ne bedi ano beba ya. Bola no eben wo no. E akwa de binom ne kokosachi na didi ho no. Pete no. Omo no mo ye class ye obetumi ne wo mo. Ahweabo me enfo asem mam so. Anytime obenya radio so begina no kanyansa sem we bebo asawimpuntuo na tu hene no for so hene mine wonye politics wo de wasem ba me so obesane boko asem papa na maka kire wo no ope wo class akọ bola no a eben wo no ba bia usi wo dan no ko ho pete no e wo ho no wo no wo nkonkodi agro. Don't joke with me because me descend wo so a untumi ntena unsem hu na wudi no ahemfie no bate ne nyina the mani da ho na mimu wa. If you want a class, go there. Very good. Mami mura the other issue no. Na yen konkwadi enkomo emfamfa issues are. And then dam Ghana ha. Now there are a lot of issues going on. Our Ghana ha from day one. Ana me catch am say Bawumia eye nipa bi a wa missing the talent ewo abrabom. I told you, Mina Mdika Kacha Bawumia is a joker. He's a comedian. Now, Adiabakwa Yamana say, when you put beer, what they gonna sika, and you have Bawumia school. I'm on the board doctorate degree, Ewo Kromhano. I was here charging a causing financial loss to the state. Because, meaning say, on my Ghana, I have Bawumia school. And when you put beer, we wasting Ghana resources. On Bawumia, I think Ghana sika I be heard Bawumia no. I was said the panel, you're charging a causing financial loss to the state. Because during that time, now you this says sika no I be heard Bawumia no. None the pan who deserve no every crown what is a yoso. Young comedy come to me, I this says sika no Eddie Apeno. Why? Reason and say. The main profession of Bawumia, Nanka was so a comedian. Bawumia is a joker. Bawumia is a comedian. Na comedian no, we hear school bebre. They hear no say, what a tibro for kakra be chow. And to see a tour Bawumia so, Amana Ko University Sahodwa Kobo Master Sakoba Doctorate Timono, Nanka e hu hia. Sanka, ye be pushing no, Amana do that level. But me kamantie. Ya the Ghana sika edia sheba Bawumia won say afei na Bawumia main talent nankasa no apie comedian no afei na apie he Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ene asofo kwesiae as part of neto no awoye no ana Bawumia ene asofo kwesiae na wonu wo musiae no nkomatwetwem ana Bawumia ka cha asofo no say Modi ya samihwenu wa mama ye no krom ha. Samihwenu wa mama ya. Musisi schools, musisi hospitals. And sorry, jumedi amaye no. And say mutia tax. But ye. And sorry amuwa Ghana ha. Muntian komano a eba no. Bawumia can say. And say ye taxi ai mamo. Na eye boja fu sika. And a levy buy. and sorry monam homne so na ye be tax mo because Boamah de come tested the waters it is a say Boamah babonten aba be ka say and say ye tax and sorry why not see and tax ya sorry why na can ye say and tax and sorry na se Boamah to me aba babonten aba ka say and say ye tax sorry Boamah is the head of the economic management team Boamah be ka say and say ye tax momo and e-levy buy and sa Boamah kro no wa babonten aba be ka say Emma yen tax and sorry. Na dia neba and only a check tax and eba. Na Boamah babonten be ka sa asem no. Yo coffee kese mu no. And your friend no. Hey. And your asem na wo ka no. And sorry no aye be tax age sika ma wo. And your campaign no. Wo si asese ye tax wo mo. Na wo se Boamah babonten be pa che wo se wanka ne yie kra. Ghana for Boamah say and say taxi churches. Nan sorry nimpodie. One more building schools, hospitals, any other. And say taxi won. Yankon he as some potenua Boamah eka ye no. Mommy yankon he sad kodie. Any.
Question is church and taxes. Are we going to tax churches? My view on this is simple. In fact, that's why I say that if you share a Juma church ayeno. In fact, we should rather be paying them rather than they paying us. Unless you don't understand the work the church has done. If you're looking at the buildings, the way they try to keep the society together, the church, the universities, the hospitals, the schools, it's massive. It's just massive. Many churches have hundreds of schools. Massive. So I don't see, and I will not have, a situation where we are taxing the churches. We rather want to give churches incentives to support what government is doing. I want us to be partners in the way that the development partners are with us. You are our domestic development partners, and we will give you incentives to do more.
Say, Boamah wiase obaye ya. This is one of the delivery where you serious pa. Boamah fa good yamaha. Because when they say, when nyame asofo na ehia. Na wo se asofo. Mu amene mo ehia. Mo mpodie e wo se wo man ne pefutuo bi. Ni ye sika de boa mo. Because and sorry schools ya masisie ne hospitals no. And say will be quadrin say a sorry no I was see a taxi no etimodie I was see a yisika de boamo na ya memagene me Boamah memagene no ya man for see and taxi and sorry no me dravamet magene ni ya me pestia ya ma me bi wo bro me na me ka say Imagine me. Boamah koda sorry ya. Emwa na kane ho. Emwa ni kane ho adwene mu a. Boamah kura na sorry. Listen. I am telling more churches. Say, mutu abama Boamah. Churches will be taxed. I am telling you. Whopa market. A Christopher Amo Ghana ha. Me say, hey. Boamah statement a wayan wo Ghana ha emu bia no ho wacha U10 aba bonte aba beka say asem we die I was joking me say Boamah nsam a waka no emu ne ya wa hen e no ba bonte beka yes say I was joking asem ben apart from a sorry tax. I told you the last time say Manu ma bia wo twa mu Jubilee House. E ka tira me say, wo ma sesa wie taxes and sorry ebetua. Na me ka tira Ghana fo, a Christopher asofo, a defo trofo amuti krom ha. Me ka tira mo ne, amamati ase say, sa Boamah be the president ha, oba tax churches. Baumia na baka yese ensase ye taxi momo yes ye di e-levy me pamutamote se baumia ba bonte baka yese it was a joke mote yana no but sadia we ya baumia kan yese ensori nimpo de e was ye peska kra e de boa mo na collectively ye ka ye ho bom aye adwuma ema wo man ne koso ena bawomia dimirika ejaguni tam ya pamu free jubilee house someone can ho kopachawo someone can ye what can say nu say taxes no a what say e was ye peska kura de ma wo mo no enye na ye joke minianom bawomia is a comedian. I told you, say, why you run the jume was so yen wabrabum. Anka way, ya pam adroyan kinibia. Ni are yet to say abebeno. Ni the powder chini had your chini ha. Na was saba ten. No him so saw no subdia or bebuntum quintiacane, the system money ten. What do you have about miasa? The way ya bawomia esa na sampo trese akwade ye comedian mo de wanka he wani so ade he oni bawomia na sa da bi mese bawomia wosa wo he na sanko akura no a indicate clearly to you say where you joker he Wahoo. So tia anumwa enkwada ne to. Ani asai papa de. Ah God. Oh Actabil. Allahu Akbar. Akwaye gunkremofo ani ma se wokroma o. He. Anu mu jira wanyina no. Wobia heba umia ba kompo de odina ka mu ena mrantie ni ya medi ensalake no asa ba umia kwate ato asa pesa wateto asa akoma fa no wow ha wallahi talai awradi nyame hu ya mobo wate Awurade emma ye nipa say as president da. Twede aponyame memma ye nipa say as president da. Zelensky we comedian. Na so Zelensky as the president for Ukraine. The seriousness look, when you comedy for so many years. But I am telling you say Zelensky ayira ne kwan no be comedy side. No when you comedian. Bawomia so ayira ne de wa ayira ne talent and we be the vice president side akwani ya comedian wo he nasa said ye wa ye ni wo ye sei ni wo no kon na gina ho ni wo toto ne nsa na wo yes na won se bawomia woni bonanim se ono gina ho ya na serious wafunu mu ma immediately woni be bawomia nim se woni wonnie wo bia na ni help na wo sere on say comedians no sadia no wo ho one kasa but onye bia na ni kura no a wo ba say twetwetwetwetwe meti hey atobra bia metre TV so kura mata de kura me hye ne keke wo ba say obi afre ena de be hwewu ni pai atade bia wa hye betra mata de kura ne yesere ba o mi aka group ne ho ye nyina national theater na eguo ana me yebre na ka baomia de we chief mese owura John Mahama se wa appoint baomia as the head of national theater ebe ha adwen pa e was say true baomia concept party samba biem ye nyina de choku twi anim ne de boss wati tin wallahi ebe ye dekeke na muntie Dr. Mamadu Baomia asem na waka ye no me paton Muni kan mo na sem no kan ya no about churches no. Muni kan mo na mo ria mo second one no a was say he was joking no. Mo mo ni me no ento aso. Yem flow yanko.
Is church and taxes. Are we going to tax churches? My view on this is simple. In fact, that's why I say that if you share a Juma church ayeno, in fact, we should rather be paying them rather than they paying us. Unless you don't understand the work the church has done. If you're looking at the buildings, the way they try to keep the society together, the universities, the hospitals, the schools, it's massive. It's just massive. Many churches have hundreds of schools. Massive. So I don't see, and I will not have, a situation where we are taxing the churches. We rather want to give churches incentives to support what government is doing. I want us to be partners in the way that the development partners are with us. You are our domestic development partners, and we will give you incentives to do more. At that point, I was joking, and I said, oh, people are talking about taxing churches. I don't believe, and we will not tax churches. Because if you look at the work the churches have done, then I was joking, then maybe we should have actually paid them for what they did, not really trying to tax them. But I wasn't really saying we should pay churches. No, I'm saying that we should give incentive. At that point, I was joking, and I said, oh, people are talking about taxing churches. I don't believe, and we will not tax churches. Because if you look at the work the churches have done, then I was joking, then maybe we should have actually paid them for what they did, not really try.
When of a president here, when a joker will be a nibresem say joku, a software musia we. Muamu bomb and sema baumia, or mamma says from Wamam says from. Why? This same guy, Ebo we are sorry them communion or the tataso. One in another dan kwa kufuado, nanado kwa saw them ye man communion as ye would okuna na say nanu. Muyanim guasefo papa. Baumia, let me tell you something. You cannot joke with a sensitive issue like this. Okay? Each and everyone knows you as a joker. Yes. And you what? Obianim say, why yira wo kwan, what from kwan, and we be baby a war. No my Ghana na sabim prediasa. Yaso so di pebiso. Dan can na wo. When ya kukudu abakacha Ghana for say, Mama mi akonya medi president. Wa! Lawyer lectures for Ghana ha. Na $1. Aye 3 cedis. A move ya cost rokrana 3 cedis 90 pesos. And 380. Water. Okotonwa a 380. Water a 390. Bawomia a series of lectures upon lectures. And now me no can say $1 and 15 Ghana cedis. This same joker, I say, one manage economy ni ye a chain sabreno. Just a wabia sabe, where ye Jimmy for, and obey something who we at all. I am telling you, as I'm no crying to sabe. Obey the $1. What the young fan say, a cost rokrano, $1 is equal to 4 cedis. It is another $100. Now you're saying, I think 4,000 Ghana. Anna, now 400 cedis. 400 Ghana. And before so $100, now you're saying 4 cedis multiplied by 100, they're saying 400. Yo. And it's now per $1,000 as a 4,000 Ghana. And it's so midday $100 and $1,000 and they call aquaco fenwoma. It was just 4,000 Ghana cedis. And nothing I say. Nobody say $1 is equal to 15 cedis. Multiply that one by 1,000. Now share the number of amount. Here ni here and send wakako for the same goods at the bakruma. When you could draw, I be catch a yen. I catch a Ghana for say. What to be managing the economy ni year and your change of Mahama. And in a number of kutia. Ora, be serious a little, okay? No one in now. Now we are Calabium. I are comedy na your son, one you need. Jai jokes, you know. Now presidency and find jokes. But let me tell you, what reduced the state of our vice presidential position to just a mere driver's mate? It is only Bawumia and what reduced vice presidential position to a driver's mate. Tro, wele. Bawumia. Nanka said di Breno. A well-respected and respectable position. Hey, a free double Bawumia say, open vice president yedi. Any double Bawumia said the Breno, and a Bawumia reduce yede driver's mate into a Kwabro region. Magazine for Woho, a cosnistia and the ascending. Now what do you hear? Ye kotia asem. Unim. Bawumia yenya this tea and send in some wape. Diastia no. Yadi send in some wapena and frama and few fresh as say a fino. A one or two the bottom, and no yin handkerchief, and what the people name. Na kasa omokano. Bawumia born in some no be now. Na do baby and ya catch and say, Babai, no ya pay, Babai pay. Mama yentie kasano. Yen flow start. Hey, Massa, Bawumia ye joka. Look, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, NPP4, a fair parliament who say, and in Guasia and Fata Oheneba. Asama make him a serious part. A fair parliament who say, and in Guasia and Fata Oheneba. Na nanado mo aseda apia Bawumia asiene mu ana akufo ado mesa wa kreti no wa pia Bawumia ena wa wo na tiko ana omagya Bawumia na wagie ne mguase ana omakwa sese de nafsrefuo bi te se miracle aboaje mo krobia sante mo krobia wo ye madafo bat wo enye wudi bre ne so be manage a presidential candidate ana empanimfo no a animonyam wo manim no Yayi woman yina free Boamah ho akotra nchen. Ena boys no edi Boamah anim. Ena ye messing up big time. Samini Boamah sami meka Boamah tim ho a meka kire mo ne say asofo ni issue no anka me ma Boamah meka ne say it was a joke da. Anka no kura be winning more votes from that angle. Because anka asofo ni bi adwebe o mo se Boamah ba obetum kura mo incentives. And coming money mekasa, it is a joke. And coming Boamah and could just see a way you da. Nada is see no a abion and a tatabas. I didn't think that your vice president look. Hey, miracle abuajimo. Stop fooling. We need Jimmy, you know. Me can in that term say Jimmy Anwa. Mu Jimmy your vice president and munyai. What it? Nyanyankwala. Aside the say wayemo flag bearer no. Waye your vice president. If you don't know, Boamah is the vice president of the Republic of Ghana. And we will not allow you to mess the man up. What is wrong with you? Adiye hamo. Adiye Jimmy Suban so no. Yamu de Boamah ko janu maguna mase. Namu de ko janu maguna no ase. Mu de ko janu magu. Who the hell do you think you are? Muya why? Hey, and Mgrasia Bakubiama, yes, I'm about Yasa Quadia. I will brew East region. Wabra Boamah Casserie. Mama Yamura school ho, Namun Sanhan Guasiabima, yes, I dia Coma Boamah. Mohe. Muhe your course school. Your brandes near baby son asem, Boamah Casserie, one many speech a rear. Say ye be son asem cranwa. Asem no yebisa Boamah no se question bi wo ho na mu wonya no anamu ni nya no kra no a wo se mu coach no fast Boamah wo so ye fast kakra wadwe na adan adasa akoda bisa wasem se ye alawa e maaye eno ane se ntempa no ano communication wise wo beka bibi no kwasem ye si ye no nyina no na eye ghost name sibia abewuram na school for ni bi wo ha omunye school for and crofo bi the ghost names e dia babe wuram enti na ye audit ni ye audit ni ye ghost names ni nyina dia film enti me shemo bosse emfri enne enkonkosi ending of this month obian sabeka na lawa because all the ghost names ni nyina no controller and accountant general aboyaman yese we delete all the names from it, so we don't have any ghost names in it. It is a say, akwada bia wo ye nurse ni ewo ha ye usua de no on sabeka na walawa na mesra mo momfa nteyen se delay no aba na nke o se communicate to you ye ne mo panifo bi di nkomo na communication bi wo ha ense se edu ha it was sem na waka no ye fa wo se no aboni din wo se yate ye take note ente ebeba na mo jaba wo mia ama na mess up like this. Na mo di na chi no madwene no yesen eh nanti we have the men no say kontomre fo nko a enti asem ye okumangra me kai ada na mo mfa me ye campaign director ma Boamah me no medical because me adwuma na me ba be ye me di na chi me mpe no na mom wo be kasa ne mama na dwene a wo de be kasa oh mommy yankon head you see with school.
We have to follow people who have vision. We don't have to follow people who think in terms of impossibilities. We think in terms of possibilities. When my opponent was in government, he abolished the nursing training allowances. And we said, we will restore the nursing training allowances. And we have restored the nursing training allowances. Can you trust my opponent with nursing training allowances? You cannot.
Ubodi Nawabo School. Then you ask your question. Then we go 4 questions, and His Excellency is ready to answer all your questions.
My name is Abdulalim Jaria, an nursing student from Techima Kobo NMTC. The question I want to ask is, when are we getting Alawa? Since I started my school, since first year, I've not gotten Alawa until now, and I'm in my last semester now. And some of us are not being able to pay our school fees. Next week like this, we'll be writing our exams. Those who will not be able to pay their fees will be sacked. They wouldn't be allowed to write exams. So if the Alawa were given to us, they would have been able to pay their fees. So my question is, when are we getting Alawa?
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, these are the questions from the youth of Bono East region. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those questions. I think the first question had to do with when we are getting Alawa for our district. So I think that is a question I will take to the Ministry of Finance. I wasn't sure of where you were with your Alawa, but I think that I will check with the
They can't number Ghana for you not to say Boamah is a complete mess. Now, one will say, I know who someone a woman say. I'm a Ghanaian. And I told me nobody who I was seeing in Aya near Cassetia. Near Maria singing who say, near your mum penny Boamah a yeno, a yenum was a sam at the Magana. Yet you would your one Cassatras. Assassin woman. Bisa wonse misa. Bisa say. It is this mess. Ya Boamah a criti. It is wine and a be ye free home. It is somewhere no Boamah ya no ya say. It is transcend bisa say. And yen bia en ya noa nanka wase esi no. Fellow Ghanaians. Me pesa me kasa asem we de kire mo say. Sabia wadwen and say. Ye kotoaba na e wose ye toaba e de ba Boamah e ma Boamah e babadi animu a me kan na tere Ghana ni bia ene ama na Ghana ni bia te ase say this man is a complete mess and it's a complete waste of time. Me kan na ama Ghana ni bia te ase say se mama ya nhwe ye na ya de Boamah tum na ya to abama Boamah na Boamah be ye leader wa Ghana ha mo be ye mobo se Boamah betumi akasa wie na waba bonten aba be ka say na meboa. It was a joke. Wow na transina bi sase aden look Monfa Twitter message no entoso emame. Eno ne me last one na me mpanifo ya ba bedi nkomo. President Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo akwaje nani so ene ewo Twitter na trende papa. Na message a womampani ede kwoto dwa no be read a portion kakra bi di akere Ghana fo. Na asem ni Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ekọ Twitter. Ena okọ ye kokotwero no wo ho. Ede koto Ghana ni wiase nyina anim say. As usual, as part of the propaganda no. Waye nuoma jama obinye bida. Now this is the message. Now enene who say Ghana phobia eye serious pa. Asama Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ekotwero yini. Was a mobile money adoption has increased considerably, with some 44 million accounts registered by the end of 2023, and transaction surpassing 1 trillion. Once the percentage of adults with access to financial services has risen from 58% in 2017 to 80% in 2023, representing a sutwaye. The brantia be a friend one nation. Me patcho fam krata nu o mame. Na ye de mame. Mo de mfa ngu o ye bebiem. na abranteɛ bi a friend one nation ebe trad bi ade o twini was say Mr. President was say Mr. President, you have still not told Ghanaians what your government has used the e-levy tax for. The 20% pay cuts you talked about in 2022, the 3 billion IMF loan, and all the money you have borrowed for the last 7 years. Every sensible person in this country knows that Akufo-Addo is the most corrupt president Ghana has ever seen. Just admit that you are a thief and a failure, and stop going around and saying you have a legacy. Legacy my fault. Why are you one nation text messenger? What they buy or Twitter, nanadu messenger, what they buy. Let me tell you something, fellow Ghanaians. Our president Akufo-Addo and his vice, who is vying for the position, are all mess. They are a mess, a clear definition of mess. No. Now, maybe I must say, Ghana for you and say, never in your life, never in any way, and you what just say, Bawumia, a ocean. Now, bet to about Eddie Amano. You make an ne, and the atron on say, Dream woman dache, Juamu ye, Juamuchna, Wamuchnechi. And wo modenya na to abapa ye betumi asesan kwada no abrabo na etumi aboa amagana etumi akọ nenim be sai amamako ababiem yatena se yedi nkomo ye wo the second phase of it na yeni nkomo Jane o hweme be da se papa ye nwura mu ne yenkonkɔhwɛ the issues a abobo aba the last time issues be ebaye na ene no ye ba ne yaba bewura mu adi san komo no e de akọ akyire na enkomo no a ye di akọ akyire no ene say there is a statement bi a ye ne mo edi nkomo ya lawyer pani bi a ne friend Kwame Enin Fosu Giabo the lances ehon sensem any issues a na eboboba no na ye pede the ruling na last week ye share on Thursday no ruling no entumi ameka yensa ene yensa aka ruling no eti ye bedi nkomo kakra e de afa ho na ya hwe some of the problems a ye man no efisi na ye mame Chief Justice das Eraba Esaba Tukunu wono no create all this mess. Now, we know no judicial system no issue. Now, under the watch of Akufo-Addo, rule of law, ashiase. Now, those people supervising of these corrupt activities, maame no, etumi anya kukudra ba be kasa o mangana mu de. Ye ka obi a wodi rule of law, eye adwuma, eye President Akufo-Addo. Enya nwanwa, birds of the same feathers, flock together. Enti ene, you think you have the power? It is your baby na way. Na de bia me kasa dwene hwen kan. Eye school bi emoto. Empanifo me mama kwaba. Na mompom bokode.
Anyame adom ye ho ye.
Me pamocha mompom bokode.
Anyame adom ye ho ye.
Very good.
Ye ho ye.
Very good. Ene ye nimre nti bibia ni asese na ye muvu. Yenhwe issue no, ruling no, mo de aba. Mom ye nwura mu, Any monkan mame mo monkan ade it wona be kan na wan na ka okay yanko yengrom tobo kwadwo tobo ase lawyer okudwe to eho ebon ruling na ebe mu sen yanko ruling no besram obi a wadi issue we ati pen bia no enim ba bia ye nam nti nkomo no ase ekono ye beti ase ye be pacho ye hye ruling na ase na yanko
we kan afre be bia judge na kasa afre
okay by court no
by court we kan na kan
Okay, and I'm in Kama. Well, say I've been called upon this morning by the applicants to recuse myself in the matter on the grounds that I am a former deputy judicial secretary. My response to the call as follows. The permit way a issue the issue nene say justice lawyer Kwame Enin Fosu Diabo mrenim ni ana practice as mrenim ni ewo krom ha ena assembly ma Eco General Legal Council. Eco General Legal Council no wo mo punish 1 year so want to mean practice. Asem no ba no what call court of appeal. Court of appeal and stay of execution. Someone na adwuma compare say court no ebe determine fate na o ma hwe asem no mu awie. Na General Legal Council no enye court eya lawyer fo ne judge fo kuo. Enti court no a emra no ahye no mra ma ne kwan no ama ne kwan se wontenam. Ama General Legal Council anti ase o mpagya asem no e de ko Supreme Court. Na General Legal Council so no de oda no eye ma me get to araba esa abatokunu won oda no. Enti wono ene wode asem no ko Supreme Court ene ko yi ajagefo a wo mentena asem no so ajagefo wo mentena asem no so no nyansa ne nimdie ne nyamesuro nti wo mentena asem no so wie no de wo de beto dwane no se sanka wemo ade wo masem no ade ko ebia anase wo mudi asem no wie ye no wo de ko ye na muso case no e wo court of appeal wonya nwie ye ono so wo ho kwan eto omunya court of appeal no nwie na asem no because Omukoka said there is one particular judge bia what court of appeal proceedings in so na eni ho kwan say wotena so issue no baako ene say sa judge no so no ayeye ma me get to daraba esa abatokonu ene wo yi side same judge no say won konkotena sa same issue no so wa bro nim say sa judge no unqualified to say there but ono ankasa say that no kotena so na wo de nipa na kwa kotena so ma nipa na ye di asem na wi a na ono kro no adim nika ba be ka say nipa no eni ho kwan asam ye bobo ho ema yeguso ayeka no ma me no de krata bi de babonte be ka say court bia lawyer Kwame Enin Fosu Diabo eba bia no na sem bi eda ho bia ye ntwam number 1 ema ye ma no kwan ema wo medi asam so ewo ho afei hearing bia wanya anase bia order bia wanya ewo say 2024 emu bia no yen consider no as null and void ye twam na sasam no ba ye no na nipa mienu o mote hen so no client e de ma lawyer no yo mo so anya order ni bi enti wo mo so de ye no ye twam de a na against wo mo eto mo de wo masem e de court ema o mo de court no judge ye wo so ba beta asem no so no ye judge a ebre bi atwam na General Legal Council wo no ye deputy secretary ye sansem e court so no nyina no court so e wo mo office o makate Judicial secretary wo no ena omede asem no koma no de ade asem no koma no ena we mo eka se da bi nipa no a wote asem no so no wotra wa enye yie because wo no General Legal Council now you deputy secretary ana no deputy ana no san ye eti wo no ana wo ye deputy no ye de judicial General Legal Council akwa na court wo office ena si ye wo boss ka ho so ka enti wotra case ni so enye yie na by the ruling na judge no at the bar yes say yes one sorry free case no so no eno ne yaduru so no and this is the ruling now we are judge ni and now we are lawyer ye fe na wo school tie ni ye tie ruling no and as we are lawyer so tie ruling ni ye na obi the ruling aba ya da tie ye de betre ye made etimuntie was by court. I've been called upon this morning by the applicant to recuse myself in this matter on the grounds that I was the former deputy judicial secretary. My response to the call is as follows. 1, at the time I served as the deputy judicial secretary, the current chief justice was not in office as a chief justice. 2, in any case, it is worth noting that the chief justice is the head of the judiciary. And as rightly pointed out by the counsel of the respondent, all justices of the courts, one way or the other, perform various roles in tandem with or representing the offices of the judiciary, which head is the Chief Justice. The effect of recusing myself as a judge in this matter would mean that no other judge will be fit to sit on a matter concerning the Chief Justice. 3. Me reading now 20 years. 3. The Judicial Secretary, which is the second respondent in this matter, is not a member of the General Legal Council. Was say the Judicial Secretary, who is the second respondent in the matter, is not a member of the General Legal Council and does not have the power to vote or make decision at the General Legal Council. She is therefore not liable to any action that is taken against the General Legal Council. It is therefore worth nothing that if the Judicial Secretary is not a member of the General Legal Council, there is no way her deputy would be a member. In any case, I have ceased to be the Deputy Judicial Secretary as far back as 2022. Having ceased to be the Deputy Judicial Secretary, I was duly sworn into office as a judge to do justice without fear or favor. I am therefore of the considered opinion that this application lacks merit and therefore ought to be dismissed. The application is accordingly dismissed. The suit is adjourned to 4th June 2024 at 9 o'clock a.m. Repato, Muruli Nini. Yenin Kome.
Oheneba, Michia Utifo.
Oh, Joshua.
Me pese me can assembly wo paragraph 3. I'll take the paragraph 2, 3, 4, and then 5 together.
Okay.
In some kind of nyina ye nkotompo.
Adintra.
The entire maker sani ni. Ti asem o.
Okay.
Or see, in any case, it is worth noting that the Chief Justice is the head of the judiciary, as rightly pointed out by the counsel for the respondent.
Okay.
All justices of the courts, one way or the other, perform various roles in tandem with the representing the office of the judiciary, whose head is the Chief Justice. The effect of recusing myself as a judge in this matter will mean that no other judge will be fit to sit on this matter concerning the Chief Justice.
Sure.
That is wrong.
Why?
The entire maker said, or no person say, Casa, nature say, Judge be to be international. No so. Debbie and Casa,
or person say, what the Chief Justice court. Enti Judge be a Chief Justice be appointed Biano, or Transwa a ye.
Umpacho Debbie, Entisa.
Okay, that's a saying.
Chief Justice, no, or Nuna, or appointed.
I didn't think I can say eminent case. So is it because of say Chief Justice now appointing intra and I say a different issue?
And yeah, Nuntia.
Okay.
Chief Justice, no, yeah, the case court. Or no, or the judges, no.
Okay.
Judge be or pay be or bet be the alcohol.
Okay.
And yeah, no, a problem. Yeah, problem is say, who justice appear to where Axemia Bada when you know.
Okay.
Who your former judicial secretary to the current judicial secretary, Tisusia. Udina Juma. You were the deputy to the one that we have brought directly to court.
Okay.
Inti, what's not so any year? Former boss. Udina Jumada.
More than one on the court, and I'm in the office in the court.
We are the office in the court, ni judicial secretary. So I don't know, or the deputy mama. I mean,
okay.
Family.
A movie and office now no more court.
Yeah, the court. Okay. And now why you Juma hopping? A honor office. A honor. And son and I will judge. Yan can't say case now uba bedini bet me dia majeji bia manadi.
Okay.
Yan can't say the court na quarter yempene. Yan can't say. Asem o ka say say yes na e say judge dey ntumi international oboa.
Okay.
Ya the man another judge any problem. Once a why ejuma wo ho we are with the view say na be ya obi abe hu say justice and manifesting into you who free because ebia now you are going to be right. Ube fair to us. But be original nchen bet me aka say munye sure say papa we ye djuma ani mami we ye djuma ni nti iti na e bi o ya ade ni saa no e bi so na nti saa
okay
e bi so na nti saa e bi na emu pa no we have been fair
yeah
we are fair to all of us but people will think that way nti for your own safety and for your own integrity, no, you from. But you have money for.
What some I can say, the judicial secretary, no.
Oh, yeah, the second respondent, no.
But was it General Legal Council? No, one year.
The judicial secretary, it doubles at the judicial at the secretary for the General Legal Council. What are they saying?
Who proof?
You will proof on what?
Proof.
The man.
Letter now,
okay. Me pato when a circular on the 16th of February 2024 to all courts. Now, if the General Legal Council, who PO Box 179 Accra, I'm going to buy my telephone number so you know her. In case of reply, the number and the date of this letter should be quoted. Inti Eguso, Yatras Republic of Ghana. Was say circular. Kindly take note that Mr. Kwame Eninfosu Diabo's license has not been renewed. If the General Legal Council or NMA has not been renewed for the year 2024, all courts are therefore not to grant him audience until further notice from the General Legal Council. The Honorable Lady Chief Justice and the chairperson of the General Legal Council has further directed that any other issue on Kwame Eninfosu Diabo's application will be void. Please accept the compliment of the Honorable Lady Chief Justice and chairperson of the General Legal Council and take note accordingly. Now, we know every justice Sarah Pamela C.A. Cranton na Judicial Secretary, the position where Judicial Secretary and Secretary General Legal Council.
Into way or in the Bausha, in Trobene,
and Trobian.
Trobene, who are now double as that person. Into the Okan, me person who's all boy, I fish paragraph 3 in Okano. Okay. The Judicial Secretary, who is the second respondent in the matter, is not a member of the General Legal Council. Who can say and one and all?
Or say, or a secretary of the
It is as a Okan, a woman, I say, any more. Papa na na say, oh, you know, because in Quafati Trahono, won't pay piano to cause a Konakogi say, Mamma, into Wayana didn't say, or better Nasso, son of Pen or the Betuo. Now, before crying, me or no, come, may you what for judges may brew. There are over 40 judges in the court. Oh, go on the judge. Into me for your own to protect your own integrity. No, I cry accuse you. In all fairness, no, because Muma accuse me. I think I'll be fair. But for my own integrity, would the infant come another judge? My own fire quadruple, because I Chief Justice in the Mao better now. Okay, Chief Justice the case, even Yempene. Now, who said any day, then we don't want anybody to sit on the case. Yeah, and you're on a yaka. One for Senator will be Janachi, or maybe we will say, oh, I do want any year. Judicial have been independent, ruling by it is fair. No? Once our mind is not okay with us, it is for you to recuse yourself. Yeah, clear. But respondent to the lawyer, no, I'm a he was supporting the judge or catch a judge and he said, Asema is frivolous. Now, Chese, there's no proof in it, say, but I said, not letter away, no, or anybody know. Judicial Secretary, no,
Judicial Secretary,
and I was a General Legal Council. So, what ruling here, Papa Yadamayano, and then a woman,
opening,
and then a woman,
this issue.
The
part of Boshaka Kramam and Yamre and Yaso.
Yes, shall be our share. Some way, assembly, I say, Yena Yakasa. Okay, but yet some say Ghana some Yaka. And your Ghana and Tianka, Yedibeshi, who's a Yako. But a Becca of Binsu. Now, your judiciary now, Yawano. Your constitution, my coin say, Ghana Nibia coin say, Bibi, a touch more your constitution, I am protected. Yen defend it, yen protect it, yen preserve it, yen uphold it. 4 things. Nima ba kupe na umuka. Nti maminu letter na maminu Pamela no troba ye no. O say Chief Justice man said on troba ye no. Chief Justice appear to na say problem kese bi aba. Nti on person obe all the case no we call baby a. E be problem ama me former boss. Nti wo share ruling now from day one try yen di asem no kra no. Wayi mamina efrim say asem na emfa mamino. Oh yeah. Sir. That was state you say the General Legal or say the Judicial Secretary who is the second respondent in the matter is not a member of the General Legal Council and does not have the power to vote or make decision at the General Legal Council. She is therefore not liable to any action
that is taken against the General Legal Council.
Not liable. No, or like I said, Mammy, yeah. It is as some the court, no, and Mammy, their own Kahukra.
Good.
What are Mammy way in a short letter? Mammy will naturally say or cancer, yeah, or the General Legal Council, orders. Yeah, orders. Ah, yeah, the court say, Constitution, no. General Legal Council, new quite say, actual court say, actual court say, watch all be order.
Yeah.
Inti, one who say, so no free man, a better program, inti, or better now. Now I am a nephew. Inti, yeah, in the assembly year crown, why you am a nephew?
Yeah. Because some women at here, now you share crater ya on the by idea. Not just say, Mammy. So one member of the General Legal Council there. Now, and what's your letter in the name of General Legal Council there? Not just say, one also a form run on.
That is impersonation.
Yeah.
Why impersonating? She's not there. And America, Oheneba, Usha 4 paragraph. No, these people, what they are trying to do is very serious. Omudi, I did way they grow.
Was it is therefore worth nothing.
Yes.
That if the judicial,
it is therefore worth nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Nothing that if the judicial secretary is not a member of the General Legal Council, there is no way a deputy will be a member.
And so let away our kind.
If you panel one year member, we are then with the judicial secretary. General Legal Council social
letter.
Now, General Legal Council secretary. Who secretary to General Council? This is General Legal Council. They be appoint you say we are secretary. The General Council appoint you be no yeah there. What you can obey me in every.
Debbie.
General Legal Council never appointed by General Council law. No see obey secretary. General Council never appoint you as why almost secretary. Until General appointed secretary to letter. That is secretary now up or quarter. What to me can say only bushy on your bonny on your bibia.
With this ruling now, Mamino, hey, Papa Nidiabano, it's almost as if he has determined the case already.
Oh, yes, sir. As a baby, he has
determined the case already. And they shouldn't be doing this. We have not even gone to the merit of the case. And why are you saying all these kind of things?
It is a say no, mon last a year and a saying. Oh, and you be action being a
but me, I said, I'm person can say, oh, Nina Kosono, Okujato. Or Shahon or Pia Minute. Mina make a last time, Yaba and I am fire, we number. Your boy, I'm person was audio.
Emerentian to me, but your boy,
yes, or no, Papa Necana. Say, General Legal Council, or Moye Bibia, or Mufa Bibi Efa any lawyer who or court of appeal, Nick Quine, say what Nassau.
Sure.
Even for Chief Justice or the person say. Judicial when General Legal Council a Supreme Court judge is in a so who we are High Court judge, Court of Appeal judge there, who need casa you can't talk. Mamima was scenario be. Yes, maybe. Your family say who Oheneba Obusu paying or Supreme Court judge. Now only will fear. Now we are meeting. No can't send no see and one else won't say only Coquata Yentia. Me catch now.
Based on your
yes, because of a Supreme Court judge. Into on your as
I can't say
do what make catch say Ubusu pay no Supreme Court judge. Into I can't say my forget member ha. E fa na me de beko. I say na papa yi kai. Who say na do nyina ya hold. I say more can it doesn't fight him back. I don't know why he's still there. He's the one behind or chair. But me can tell. One Afenema King case
yeah.
Well, Afenema King, so Afenema King say the first time. If he should go and see no more. Ultra letter. No Papa Nature. And one who catch him. So why can't they tell our lawyer to do the same thing, say, to a letter? Now, Paul Crawford say, why a mistake? Why can't they say that to the man? We don't understand them. I didn't know. I didn't call any bribao. So, because what time me others more? Me made in my ejuma. Made in my ejuma. And for the minute scale free, I'm investing in money. Okay. So it is wrong.
Yamraswa, yes.
And I'm a Mika Samba.
Yamraswa, yes. Yamraswa.
Almost lawyer letter on the 1st of May. Almost suspending the 1st of May. That day is what? 1st of May, day, or even person catching me. May day. 1 year. May day. A holiday. workers in Nigeria mahumi nkofo we ko bie court no e ko share inside e control letter the suspending your lawyer no mo ma suspending nipa dey wia and this first may have a claim
1 year
number no control letter be am ba say oh yeah okay your 1 year you have said me person be say you obi ko share say la na ni mresu a I saw photo and say na ye yinu
and then the court time abodam wadaroma say no action be na mu take because your time was on your sorry
yeah very application say dey akọ nanim
okay
but ye call her ye expect say over here say application because asem no fa no ho emranu makwan say ye be application say ye ka say on yin no free ma wan yin no asem we ye ka say ye Ghana asem ye njai ye njem
okay
ye be application na judge fufra here aka say on tenance so amani na so ye sure say judge no be ka say ma on tenance so
okay
judge no be ka say ma on tenance so
because we can be so amani
Mr. Yamraso
mi nua na ka no asem ye njem enti so me so madin o mo so madin
okay yo
so mo fi say ye be jaya ye njai
Mate
you mo ti sa kopinta mo obi a Ghana fo nyina be hu say we want the judicial to be independent omunjai omhu no mu di hihye mu no omunjai na judicial na nya independent
okay me dey see ye be say share this issue ho ye da so ye be wie ni nyina till the last day ya on be the assembly the last ruling e de be ba no ye be wuram ye ko so la ka kodu nkomo ye ba ye ne ambassador Sampiele e be transfer ye ba isi ya
yo me da so be ne so kwase ye say hia pa na ye hwade ba ko pa ehyan aye bu ye guso me ka ye health ye hwade boni for internal organs ana se ne ma e we mu ahinta empempi se me ka say where is my eye won sa be kire ye external be hu but internal organs no de ye so be emfe ani hu ena yade bia na se how be eba external me ko bia no ele ka affect internal ones no answer example fancy obi akoma head and internal se enye adwuma ya na se pompo ye ni ya ye se onya high blood pressure na se bp obi se bia na liver ana se ne brebo enye adwuma wi a ye hepatitis bi eba mana se bibi how be eba liver ho na de sunsanso aba obonsa fe no odidi keto be odidi a onye keseda ne ne asa ye pill ensem bebre obi esebe ne kidney na se ne sa ho aka obon se ne dwonso sem enye ye sebe question back enti me kese se internal organs e bia ho ka ene my effect external me hu se nipa no enya disease condition na se ne ho mfa no na ne ye hwe sa internal organs no ene ko fa so bo ho ban na me etma di quantity amen yedi ka fa de friend liver ana se obrebo brebo na dwuma ne sai brebo bo ne se so for the friend metabolism ana se unse wodidi a in biochemistry you are the friend catabolism and anabolism as you say wodidi a yes a break proteins in back them into peptides them the circle beam to very amino acids na amino acids ni ekwa bloodstream nim na blood na epike we are na building blocks I bet me I produce fancy walnut tissues say sikan twa wo say produce back bibia ye wani nourish the pediano nema more of RBCs me can say red blood cells ye nyina sabi moja do e wa akram different moja do e open mu ye na be sa ma building blocks ye build emoja globin no the iron no the ade kama na me building blocks now ye di carbohydrate na say di dia carbohydrate na say coconut sense of the fufu no ne na ma do no me ka carbohydrate part asin banche ne body na so break down about the maltose no na ba glucose nim na fe da peke from bacteria tissue na fe black capillaries no na join moja no na fe glucose no so no adanda ne na ma ATPs na say ahoden a ye betuma to yensa akwa ba now nipadua na kwa air responsible said when you within a breaking it down na ma sa building blocks no na sa use building blocks build up no any wo liver na so brebo it's what so be liver na se brebo ho kase apa aduane wo de onya so mfa so to bon se o didi san a de otia na otia o bon se ne nia say fita san se building blocks of blood no kwan so di ho afo bon so mo bon se ne yefuna se no atwetwe ne kakra ne kuro ketenkete bi so ahya ase de bia so no fen wa ye echna mewu asenti san se aduane wo de no fa so bia ne so when you say fan say sa how aba make KNUS about department 2004 yes a project was be brase say ye hwa nipadua kwa ne tena organs no fan say ye nya ade bia fan say nipa ne liver function test ne liver brebo no enye adwuma ye ntia ma bia no de no onya so faso ye ntimi nya alternative dia na say emwa bi manipa kro no ne ntimi detoxify ana say ye wo hye ne liver no rejuvenate ma ne adwuma ye ada ye ma de bi ye nya bi and your compound when you know food supplement and has herbal supplement I do a was so lack natural clinic. We are not claiming anything. What we are saying is a supplement research a herbal supplement a bit me about a detoxify. In other words, a wash your liver no and I say a my liver no aye you may SNK obia liver function test. It's about 6 parameters. Your range over checking on ABA out overboard. And tomu ebi below ebi ente am ehu kakra bam e chese wo liver na enye adwuma wi a so lack na chaka na si da bi yenya herbal medicine na se herbal supplement e betimi abo awoshe o kidney no mu detoxify awoshe wo liver no detoxify na abo rejuvenate you na what na etma ye adwuma senkaye to bon say a period of a month 2 months no ubon say all parameters or your liver function test no out of place ni nyina aba in place afeni pom so di dia wa sha se build wo ye kese say organs na sha se adwuma ye. Number 2 aye chair pa ye 3.5 years e wo ho recently kidney na say o sa no because Nancy said that 1 2 na kidney mo block kidney dey ade kidney na net and I say sieve asa the function back up and the sonny moja so na yi fin afrim on se so pa ne ye ya abenkwan a ye ya abenkwan ne mefe ne adwene nyina ye wo wi a ye de gu sonne mu na ye CV to ye CV abon se chaff ne abeni nyina aka ayi sonne nim na ensuo no aba now kidney na sa wo sa ne ye dwuma ne se e sonne moja ne so na ma ayi fin ne nyina afrimu na afa fin na be fa ye urine na pass ko na e moja na etme do afrusa ne ye. And idea be a man nets in I stacked and about blocky talk your nets in Biana and marking in me. Now, Sani man, ya itemize currently because of kind of situation that a organ hunting, yatos Macmos have means and best you home for home. Number 1, the heavy metals. Become heavy metal, become cadmium, arsenic, lead. Sani mo we are any quine say a buy a moo. Question is say a quabe first buy a moo. The one that they say. Most of yenkuya for your take for nyinafo obu akoto agrochemicals bi ya try withdraw say u sprayer 2 weeks and now 3 weeks and some of your sane man dey bedwa so most time as a biochemist so case mean design example e kuredro mawa me kuredro na mean design ma no mefa pathway be na mepeke se me pesa me na acute no wound tema mefa na respiratory tract ade a me de kwa be block no respiratory tract no ontimi home se be ya ebetima ku akura ne ntem. Now, something similar, any tardy pesticide, weedicide, make any may do go for so. Dear say, Fancy who for so answer, oh, sir, or what to say, Bruna, Yatra won't say, said we use no, we use what chain 3 weeks, chain 3 weeks, yeah, they can't answer. Within 3 weeks, no, those metals, it may break it down, yeah, they can home, self destructive, a quack we are, and one good home. Within that time, once withdraw time, naso, na actually know what come. And then you want to say, Obia was pure nefuo so. You can kind of vegetables in the street. 2 weeks so 1 month and so yeah. A son say fresh opus content no twa dia badwa so. Meanwhile no so son say market one so yeni machine detecting into one say ni pred na akodi mu. E kosi apabos those metals no. I say e ko blocking nephron net na say kidney net na asha say the however. Ye twa nyina ye pese nyina o ye aduaba no say be ya ye bedi nya trase ache. Yes ne say twen withdraw na ya ka no. Anya sane back in the business ya once afa no wo did wo to once wo na ase ahase peja because a free atai moja nim if am anje odi mi once wo na ase peja afa so home ensisi so afa bon so jonsa kakra bi na eba e bon kaye e bio ye papa ye ka o me wo chronic disease ahodo it me ka say e be say bia obi o diabetic obi o BP send no na ya chon so use for long period of time on so a ya na sebe e ma to back fit o kidney ne so. It woma e da side no so bon say with time na o use by 15-20 years no na wo na se peji kakra e ka some side effects no e bi example so obi diabetic e moja no glucose o moja no e dose no do because pancreas e be produce enough insulin ma o say sugar so no sebe sugar kra bi e wo mu a bon say tinkom te ba sa bon say time e sonic kidney ne so bon say tinkom na be blocking net me ba sa e timi sonic moja no so ye mesraw yes say detoxify kidney and I say wash your kidney once a year. We are not claiming to have a cure for anything. What we have humbly done per our research, they say, yenya herbal supplementer, a bit me, I wash your kidney in net, na any marco stacking with net, and my end means on a sonnet, a mwessin, a bell wash, a washing, a period of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months maximum. It depends. Parameter being asking kidney function test now. And watching see a pabons afe a rejuvenate. Now fe will not send a titan in every hop, short breath in every hop, not symptoms in every hop. The Etienne say, "O kidney no na a one blocking tin on your sadian." Says see about Solac Natural Clinic. I didn't let us research why Emma won and what she said my mother on a bema will kidnap us kama a bassa enko fa how be a ma the entire do to Dallas no say that is now called no a sieve and ason ye wo ki wo son ye emu asi tie do koto na ason mu ama bra Solac Natural Clinic your heba so bit ma boy asone so we are not claiming anything. What I'm saying say e will do a bit ma dictosify our show kidney net no ye mpese be do be biansa they do kwato machine bi so akofa however bra Solac Natural Clinic ne mo enkra ha yo kokomlemle ne wo Harvard Senior High School nche ho na e na benya Solac Natural Clinic kuma sense your kentin kro no ye ne self filling station e di enhwe ye din de Solac Natural Clinic kwasi bia fa nkoma pese ho ni enkomo. Your number no is 0553 93 26 31 0553 93 26 31 0553 93 26 31. So person share o kidney and or liver or internal organs na your function test as in kidney function test, liver function test, oba Solac Natural Clinic. You want to do a bit more running test now. Now, in case how be about your full supplement, supplementer, a bit more what dictosify. I wash them out. Now, what matters for us is so adding patenting. Amen. Can I see a quality first? 0553 93 26 31 0553 93 26 31. Your chance is answer. What Pomo didn't want to hear. Yama Ganama, your general, your double sodo, your chance is here. Ha ha ha.
atiefoɔ a wɔn ɛbaa yɛ nyinaa ase yɛda wɔn a wɔkura mu a yɛde dwumadie ɛbaa solar natural clinic edu ɛbaa clinic ex natural mineral water spanish garlic ne capsules medimosis clinic Ghana Herb Therapeutics ɛna Safari Valley yɛde wɔn ase so wɔn kura mu adwumadie yɛde ɛso mo brɛ ɛsɛm no ɛbɛkyerɛ mu ama ho deɛ wɔn ɛyɛ yɛnsa aka His Excellency Ambassador Sampiale ɛwɔ ha yɛn no ɛbɛ bɛdi nkɔmɔ ɛde afa issues a ɛkɔ yɛhwɛ voters registration exercise ya ɛkɔ so ɛnura ɛbaayɛ ba bɛtɔ dwa sɛ yɛate ɛyɛ yɛ panin Collins Dauda which was not true yɛte nɔkorɛ yɛ then yɛ publish yɛfa baabi a publication of okay ɛno nso ɛho nsɛm ɛwɔ hɔ a yɛbɛdi ɛne basabasa ahodoɔ a ɛsi ɛwɔ this limited voter registration mu no ɛho nyinaa nkɔmɔ yɛbɛdi ɛnɛ yɛwura yɛwɔ akɔ aba thank you wadaroma yɛnhwɛ limited voter registration ya ɛkɔ so yi sɛdeɛ esi ɛregister no district offices ne n'asefoɔ ɛne basabasa esi ɛne esi mistakes a wayɛ yɛ ɔde bɛto dwa sɛ wayɛ mistakes na watwe asan ɛne other issues.
Oheneba Ozikan minchia wahwefo minchia warasoso na minchia menyanko bia na wo susu minete wo sehwi yoso chia wonyina na ono na wo hwe TV na waka kire Oheneba don ka sehwi kakra ma hina
susu minete fo
because na Oheneba imbe Friday this Friday I am 70 years.
Oh okay. You're happy birthday in advance.
In the last TV program for the night.
after 70 years,
my bread. Because I've been communicating for the party since 2004. And the funny, and I what my baby.
Oh,
now, for the minchia, more from a beer, what bomb, awesome, BC, Brie, Prince Kufodia, Yamishro, Jeremiah McLean. I'm sure. And Obibia, Mamma back a crib be a miniature Okonaho. Grandma, she will be on the original. Grandma, no, your mammy, and I'm Chiawan. Remember, Tessia. Anyway, na electoral commission. We mistake one for now. One bre, the way mistakes of one bre. Say, if you are article 41, 2, 3, 41, 42, 43, electoral commission, ne juma one. On so tenable. Ignore order my electoral commission. Now there, say, we juma ye there. If you constitution na, chede, Ghana ye be biara, where's the 18? Na june daho. Constitution ne man okwane de owo de otoaba no wo consider otoaba no wo de wo register na year true constitution na NIA card offend na Ghana card on bay so it was the electoral commission alone no to register crofo now the constitution says there electoral commission where you more all day a cure all day ye day a compile de one can compile a voter register as a compile de voters register and review it as the law may permit from time to time. It's here some make the producer
what kind of okay
but make the producer not the police biara.
Okay.
So there should be only one voters register. Anka Afarijan compiling. Nanchame ye na ye reviewing it.
Okay.
Nanchani na no review. So so nye asam no ya asama. Enche nansayela voters register na new voters it was unconstitutional.
Wow.
It was unconstitutional because we are not supposed to be compiling various registers. We are supposed to compile only one register and then review it. Anyway, review no in there. Oh, says yalla. Until now you're limited. We are reviewing it. I'm one now within my former wage 18 and waging a then abaka. All right. So that is one of the functions of the
me patrol. We'll be a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm so sound on we treat. You be a huge man. I'm on that for you.
Okay.
What Roma? Yenny and Komwe and fa in Freehold. Now the honor say Safari Valley the best place on earth. I was so now Kojuani. Safari Valley see and Fantu when him say Obebuawo amwenya baby a obekwa Kojuani. Na baby a obebua mu akwa Kojuani Safari Valley in Krabatanu awo Okre district. Eho fe papa. Iti Kobowura ho. We your birthday party, engagement, wedding, bibia o ye bia no. Eho ne baby a ewo se okọ. Emwa hodo we wiase bia no so no. Ubenya bi ewo ho. Omo Okre district ebe edukurum. Obetumi ne womodi nsawoso. Ewo 0596 914394. 0596914394. Safari Valley Eco Resort. Kwajiwani. Yura, okay, me sign Abba. Nyaba behe. Solak Natural Clinic. Dr. Solomon was here for two and him say, "U kidney any will live on or ma fabra." Na wanye huwa jumama. Dear Tier say, "U kidney no, ebi ane problem kesi ebi, ewo ho. One say no ye woman no. Kidney no, aese son ye no a sonny moja, ene ayi, mframa. One say liver no esone mframa. Ene enuoma na kidney no asone emoja ne nsuo ne nuoma ewura ne padua no. Na de tie ne say sentumi mfansin yi a na eku. Ne senti na Dr. Solomon na yare sabia ho se oba owo adura wode bema wa kidney no awu kura benya ne bi. U kidney no wo say se wode no yentu yenkoto ntwene ye. Na da so hye honko ade a asay kujo ebeba nkwamo bi. Ko Solak Natural Clinic na kwaje adanse ya meka ho asewuni. Wo nkra ha kokomlemle obe Harvard Senior High School no. The number is 0553 932631. 0553 932631. Afei mamemfa eye X natural mineral water emfa emau. Simply natural. X natural mineral water. Eye nsu krogen a wonoma ebo ni padua no. Na nsuo no mu ye itinumbi na emwa. Baby a ton suo bia no bowura benya X natural mineral water. Number is near 0596 273546. 0596 273546. X natural mineral water. Simply natural. Edu aba clinic at the SMB test at the aba. Na SMB test ne bebuwa mu wagina wona so. Itu adawro ma kwai na kwajibi. Da bi yakase mema. O mema yom bedi mu a na SMB test edi ho agina mu. Ba bi a obefa bia no kai se SMB test. Ene buwa mema papa. Eduro ne ye watenka o libido. E mane mema de nyina. O sisi ene wuntini mu adwuma ye no. SMB test ene be yama. SMB test, B test for the men, B test for women. From I was 0558 379545. 0558 379545. Your Excellency.
The general right to vote.
Okay.
It's Ubia waiting feed out. Na dream the whole.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why we don't emphasize Ubia na dream the whole. Who has the right to vote? Oh, yeah. Sir, ma in Zaman Pianko will be abadan for Zambian Kofuria or Ghana Han.
Can so to me.
And I want to be crowd there, you show what you know. In general, the equity and I change him over there, pim. They're nothing like. Until you have a right to vote, but on your automatic, you must be 18 and you also have a sound mind. Now, but Yayambra out of this constitution in there, or they were registered to vote, and you see normal voters ID card. and can voter's ID card only the only thing you must have to vote. But now, Eco Bank when you voter's ID card, what the Ghana card. I think we are moving towards Ghana card. The NIA, I want to register. The Sikajina in Brazil, NIA Fusi ready. Electoral Commission for Munya ready. Here you register. NIA procurement issues. I think you understand what I'm saying. Okay. So you must be issued with a registration number to be able to vote. Sir, would you not register now? Yet to obey every 4 years be a from a so 18 years. Right? We are 17 years, 2 months until we register.
Yeah.
It's only 18 years, he has to go and register. Now, I will for worship. Obiara woba only 18 years. Now, our register. This is the danger he's going to face in future. Once Oheneba Boamah I registered the age 18 years.
Yeah.
Your record forever will be saying the age 18 years in this year. It is me find that 5 years, 10 years, 18 plus 10 is 28 years.
28 years, yeah.
Right. You want to go to a better call military. Another word from Kofu Wejumum, or here Kofu 24, into Munko. Even though your rightful age is 24, into Munko. Until Obiara Neba or register because of a satisfied political party, you should Odong there or how neban. That's why the Kofodia man, Papa Kofodia, in the building, because they know, number 1 time 18. I think the state owes that man a lot of apology. So I'm taking the trouble to tell you, they may explain the simple process. There, May 18, Monkona Menka register. I'm a number of voters registered. That's all we are going through.
Okay.
Inti muhu machines ya baye chuma muntwi na adza wa ma ihe na ndisi fu ye nwa abrenye de mfantefo no wose ni da muhuni na pe wombo adza obi ayamedan mentrauma onsan ni mbadwom.
Okay.
All right. Now you start yala ene yekede hwe yisi machine ni bi ayo intelligence pick the machine be a letter commission. Oh, Yakakayana MPP for says, I wonder why easy
spokesperson.
Co-spokespersons. Oh, it is not true. Damn. And the easy now back at the or yan BVD machines, no party being a partner way then is of no consequence. And I am trying to advise my friend, friend then Papa Noye election director.
Bossman,
no. Sibo. You will soon go on retirement. But would you be happy that a bra abo basi there? Would you be happy about it at the electoral commission? Because we be about oh no damn plane. That it will not affect the election. It will not affect that. One machine say you. One car or iPad.
Yeah.
One body one can say police name this if you carry them myself. What you hear ya? Okowichrin, as I'm not the way. As someone not the way. If you want us, oh, yeah, be the machine and son na why you if they what you call machines from regions, what you call it from all the regions, even that one region, one call machine by fewer. Oh yes, good. Check the list. All the regions now require machines. If you Ashanti region require machine and fuel. Now,
even all regions require by no 28
ayira.
Yeah.
Into say electoral commission. No brabo. Man yenya awese wo mu. On send the 2020 election. Announce result 5.
Yeah.
Na say oye on many biara. Enche Omahin, a friend in Oheneba, and she announced the first result, not second one, but enjoy that one nullify election. We need it. Wow. That's the highest form of incompetence. Your duty is just to collect the results and announce. And the Casio machine, Casio, Oliver T machine, and then put the additional mistaken. Oliver T, Kakakata, Cororo, okay, the machine. None the computer and what are your computations. So how would you get an error? Now, Oheneba, they stated the figure. Difference in about the figures no Oheneba Oshebru ambassador Batakeri anyway na say what you put yakwa also no way train what you but on paper no the about 2 no what you but answer no the way train.
Yeah.
And it is not just a simple error. It's a what? Intentional error. Because the man what year 2020 elections, you can 100%.
Yeah.
It is a year with the man. Remember you and believe.
Every part.
One phone come. One I was a few machines in Ibiayo. Now, my young Sibo Kuku. One summer can ye. Or send the back and catch a gun of food machine, or just inconsequential parts in the them. Then when NDC requested the one young serial numbers, they will let what Roya. Yeah. There. Or security, them, about compromising them. The machine now where we are the serial numbers you do.
Also.
And so don't even compromise elections.
Compromise it.
And when some of you go Ghana, and when some of you go hard. Your incompetence as electoral commissioner have been proven beyond reasonable doubt. You see, their incompetence has been proven beyond reasonable doubt. Let me give the reason why I'm saying this. The Kenya referendum. Yeah. The referendum, your man, Oheneba, and with the voting was so good, we all saw it. We had the videos of it. Yeah. Yet this electoral commissioner is so proud to announce that we had a certain percentage of whatever in the referendum. We go to general elections, you announce elections 5 times. Yeah. And you are still sitting there. Oheneba, Sikenzo Yedema Electoral Commission, Onya grow. This is the Electoral Commission of Baya. Also, we wires in the computers went in data center in Yapapa. Okay, when he was first appointed. Into over there, yes, it's a data center. Over there, yeah, them, yeah, change IT for yes, when you are a cop for you. If we are. As a machines on here. The machine, electoral commissioner, and then one of the person can adopt. Parliament no more come my dear then. It is a dispose of the machine now. Machines now. Every corner for do.
Also call Parliament.
Now, yeah, investigation whether the machines are truly spoiled or not. As a like a motion here. Serial numbers nothing. The EC doesn't have the capacity to remove the software. Instead, the bring a year and then one of the scraps software I didn't account. Let's come to what is happening now. Registration here on the elections on your event. I disagree totally with anybody about the elections are won at the polling station. No, it is not true. You can lose an election during the registration.
Even today,
but you may lose election. Because Oheneba, say Okumangra, say NDC yeah? Nature what the 6,000 votes, what they can 3 days. The next 2 days, I don't know, 21 days. Yeah. 6,000. No, I be maybe 4,000 or 10,000 votes. No, I be maybe 2,000. I be 12,000. By the time we be and now maybe ever fill electoral commission be filling about 25,000 votes. One for me
because I know the said 6,000,
6,000,
28 or 26 mobile. Yeah.
So instead of you,
and
the two, instead of you resigning as a yapacho.
Say a
mistake. So this electoral commission is full of mistakes, full of incompetence, and it is no longer funny. Wow. Remember, it is no longer funny. So now, in Mafama won the 18, in political parties in the were registered on. Now, look at somebody was arrested at Mpoho. Somebody was arrested at Mpoho to equalizing and the worker for Collins Dowda.
Sure.
Now, if you watch, every time there's registration, what should I do some to Collins Dowda? Every time and any time there's registration, what are some to Collins Dowda? Now, second can police report Nala Collins Nalampo, he was nowhere around the constituency.
Not at all.
Remember, she said, "Me for this is make a crucifix. Na mo small station. Na say assemblies be your medicine say over. We can na make us went to abetema.
Debbie.
Just because they want to equalize. And this is what is going on. But there we have somebody like Oheneba Boamah, who is in charge of our elections. He won my confidence. What fun a human in the one confirming. He did a presentation and I fell in love with it. I thought obey registration, I thought obey for training pooling agents, I thought obey for coalition, and I was so convinced beyond all reasonable that MPP will never come anywhere close to NDC in the forthcoming elections.
Wow.
And I'm saying that elections are not won at the police station. We are policing every step
of the issue.
Because now they have proved that when you're competent and they are not trustworthy. So we are going to follow them every step of the way. In the last time, Oheneba, you printed ballot boxes, ballot papers in UAE. 1 million extra papers were printed.
Yeah.
So if we're a civilized country, which country would tolerate such an incompetent electoral commission?
I say you tolerate to Matthew.
Yes, because the system is corrupt. Right? By the membership of the EC, the system itself is corrupted. Today, NDC win election. Next is Sampi electoral commissioner. Wow, I have my interest to protect my party. And that is what is happening with this current EC. Read the various reports, international observers now, you read their reporter. Nobody is happy with them in terms of costing of our elections, in terms of how they manage our elections, in terms of how they announce our elections, in terms, look, your NDC election, right?
Yeah.
I was at the party office. Even when announcing NDC election, he made a mistake.
Yeah.
What? NDC election, oh, I had a mistake. It didn't end there. NPPC won the election. This was a mistake. So this is mistake-ridden electoral commission. But they are there. Say, you won electoral commissioners be da. We have seen Afarijan time. Both to Kubo when you were Fibiala. Nothing was missing. Afarijan didn't get this sophisticated machines. He didn't get it. But we ran elections and he became the best electoral commission in Africa. Today, my friend, the one from Legon, who is also a member of the test country, he was saying that they know that we are the best electoral commission in Africa. You are the worst now. Before then, we were the best under Farijan, we were the best. But now we are the worst electoral commission. Because even in Nigeria, one announced the elections 5.
There be once.
Maybe electoral commission be any most electoral machines. Nobody. Yeah. So we have such an incompetent, corrupt electoral commission. You know, say maybe Mr. Bifa, because
no correct.
Jane Mensah feels so insecure. There, Nifi, it is well guided more than Army Commander Nifi. Oh no, it's no longer funny.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's no longer funny.
Medru cantonment you say why in the junction. Me who say FPU bus now almost say no need backup.
Backup. Now, one and another for all sorts of say election. So we are spending so much, wasting so much money on bad intelligence. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are wasting so much money on protecting one single young lawyer. And this is our country. But nothing comes out of nothing. So on your plan bia the wa. Inche irabe ontuma nyaza oriye. Now, at the end point in there, I will not hand over to anybody. I will hand over to my own successor.
Sure.
Oman penyin afa egwana otido as president. Today nankasane ifie egwa. Intinu Germany egwana oda V8 nimun. Okwa de bama Bawumia. I say I will hand over to Bawumia.
Yeah.
Where in the president what can the master we are doing since I started with journalistic life at today on man I'll hand over to my vice president. Al Gore was the vice president of Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
He lost in US elections and nothing happened. I follow what I'm saying. Joe Biden was a former vice president to Obama.
Yeah.
Mark Pence was a former vice president to Trump. But none of them has ever declared that I will hand over to my vice.
No.
I think it's a president that says I will hand over to Bawumia. So a chain of reactions have to take place. Our the multi-BRN voters register Eric. Our the multi-BRN printing Eric. Our the multi-BRN election day or day Eric. But that's not going to happen. So, actually, Senegal, dancing.
Yeah.
The president did everything to prolong his stay. But the power of the people is more powerful than the people in authority.
Yeah.
So if you read our constitution, it says sovereignty resides with the people. So if the people in Sehuyoso, if they so decide there, when you say and regulation, no amount of soldiers, police can intimidate them.
Not at all.
You see, I will pray to God. Now my exit quietly. I'm a gun of more and gonna fool Samina Nadra. That's what I will do. I will exit quietly, leave Ghanaians without there, decide our own future, but not to determine what will happen to us in the future. You know why? You, Nanado, if you are listening to me, are you not sure that you are going to account for the monies that you have used for the cathedral?
You will.
Nanado, are you not going to account for the fact that COVID, our lack of the Nekafe
was it take you?
No way.
No way. Yeah.
Now you'll be wasting the airport. No, obey airport, your friend, the COVID testing. Ye Jimmy says 18. You procure 18 million, no man 1 million, not for 17 million. Oman Payne, are you sure you're not going to account for this? Oman Payne, are you sure that you are not going to account for the fact that you had $12 million for a Japadia deal? Nothing came out. Who asked you?
Yeah.
Oman Payne, are you sure that you ain't $2 million as the court of sky training? You ain't so I am here. And some need to penetrate into obey it quietly. Anyway, obey it quietly. Ama say President Kufo, my friend, you nana obey papa.
Yeah.
But kind of you and Sunday, the back as son. Right?
Yeah.
Kufo did the work friend, the Villaggio did, and someone who, but on them, no one you're gonna follow him. You are not following him. I would have wished Akufo-Addo would quietly leave. See what he has done to the MPP. See what Akufo-Addo has done to his own political party, NPP. For the first time, Nkrofo to one from the party and they are contesting your candidate. Akufo-Addo, aren't you scared? Aren't you worried? Aren't you worried? And 18 Botoma, 7 December, Obaba.
Yeah.
And the result of the election, you cannot influence it apart from, corrupting the system.
Yeah.
Now, no sooner why you learn that one. Where are Yachwan? Where are Yachwan? Now, the EC is waiting for my man can show that by next week, another bomb, you're about to bomb fufu.
By next week.
Oh, you have to fratum because of what we have observed. And I make catch you, the Mitcham catcher, man, who can't take and make catch you there. Them serial numbers na EC, also one for me. You're winning.
Wow.
We have it all. Until by them wada no one ngwabano. Because say any a reader at the ankata wonyo. Every time was sir. Na da EC wada ye na besinde. Na ya tena na ya debio. Na ya koto aba na ya catch Ghana the fin na for committee. Yeah, no. No. We would decide this matter of election at every stage of the election process. As my material, you register, you will ho, print papers now, you will ho, transporter, you will ho, yet to elect a banusa, you will ho, where can I ho? And the young four biara, Sabu, or the throw 207 and watch on 270. And catching a polling station. No. In Alankasa in this professional forum, we are, you could hear training Crawford. Oh, we started last month. We could train one in September. You are signed retrain one by October, November. If you are sure there, there were enough people. Now, say, I would hear for say you are, man, can you do say you also? No. Wow. NDC, you see, I hope that this electoral commission would redeem its image. I hope the Ghana police, they will also get steady. You have arrested and announced Collins Dowda, a member of parliament. Only constituency. I'm catching there. Why a baby? Then you publish him as if the why a bunny. Actual,
I release it.
Compare that to a member of parliament. Where to no kotokum, the odisika at table do me obiale nenyo chen. He's working free.
Yeah.
So how do you expect NDC to tolerate such injustices, Mr. IGP? How do you expect NDC to tolerate such injustice? One of our key MPs, Collins Dowda, Honorable Collins Dowda, no contribution to the state on your agor. You go and defame him, insult him, disgrace him, when right under your cameras, you saw an MP doing what he did. In the Dalampo, Ahaba,
Richard Ahaba, yeah.
A whole communications director of the NPP,
yeah,
openly stated there, I voted even though my name was not on the voters register.
He said it, yeah.
He said, and if you read the electoral offenses, voting without your name being on the register is one of the key offenses.
Wow.
And number, if Anyagba knows that what he did then was right, why would you want to go and register again? Okumangra, Anyagba, you voted and openly claimed that yes, I was able to vote. Obviously, not one beside electoral commission. Why then no one vote? So immediately the IGP would have to arrest whoever allowed him to vote the other time. Sure. Because they have broken the electoral offense. They have caused electoral offenses. IGP is not interested. It's Collins Dowda and hunting. Now, what was Wasum and Kasa, what Chonyodo and Kasa, Dakor, obedience for one man, Abekano.
Yeah.
IGP, you should note that NDC have lost 7 members.
Sure.
As a result of election. With the chairman. Including Abuphobia, Nalapo, Okofia election, what's he, Okofia, what we do, we could. You should know that NDC has suffered this injustice. And I'm not sure that you were abotara ochan yankopon. The afisi so yentina ho no boku nipa 7. IGP, I am sure that the Ayawaso was wagon election you at that time the Ghana police, you saw it. My member says be I deformed.
Yeah.
IG, do you think that we should tolerate those things any longer?
Not at all.
Because of what? MPP for you main forcing him.
Yeah.
No police nala wa one you part work police be Ghana friend work police be.
Yeah.
And now IGP or different market vehicle.
Yeah.
And now petrol net on a different. IG, so you don't even see there. And coffee away and the petrol a friend then 14 cedis to a gallon.
20 pesos.
And the petrol we could them.
And I work calculate is almost 67, 69
per gallon.
Yeah, per gallon.
IGP. What bring him? And then coffee what bay? One Magana de cow 608 billion cedis.
What a power winning so
608 billion. What can? No what's over your body breaking the 8. So that Ghanaians should be fooled. But on him, there, Akufo-Addo, he came with a plan. He came with a plan to destroy this country.
Wow.
And let me explain to you. There's a document that has been circulating.
The Japadia
document. Oh, yeah, 39 pages. From page 1 to the 39th page, everything in it has happened. No, Nostradamus. You know Nostradamus?
Yeah, Nostradamus.
The one who predicted that even this king.
He was a French
philosopher.
Yeah.
And a seer.
Yeah.
So, how could whoever wrote that book now, a book into what Farida own up to it? How they were going to take over our gold, how they were going to destroy banks, even John Wedu, how they were going to remove him, it's in that book.
Even our Safmafo, the bay, yeah,
that's Snit,
yeah,
and the Echo Bank.
Aye, and even Dr. Koko saying the bay, yeah, in a free parliament, you crown,
so. How can a book be so accurate and yet we deny it? Listen, at Ibiana Akufo-Addo Yebiala, our effect, we collapsed our indigenous banks and then supported Nigerian banks
to grow.
These Nigerians, if they make money, what happens? What's the moon as a film as a oye newobi? Then change paying funas we a wabo braban. You want to see in China? Number banks no uncle there. Because the banks had multiply effect. One, employment. So once you collapse the banks, employment, number of workers will collapse. TUC loses members. SNET, especially SNET. Will also lose members.
Massively.
IRS will also lose revenue. All these considerations, are they not better than the fact that you just wanted to collapse them? And you collapse. Now, Oforiata, our Kobe Bank war, Gambia. You see, Minyan Kubo friend Mike Aflo, he's always writing about a 52 billion CDCBA commercial bank for what transferred or was for local a certain account. To date, you account to credit them second okrum. A current time Parliament will approve Oforiata. There was this case of $100 million what transfer call offshore account.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm going to for there on your Oforiata not transfer, and the GMP's not transfer.
Scanway.
100 million, we could buy another company, put them scan. As I'm speaking to you now, somebody says the way local politics or your oil business war Guyana. So who transferred the 52 billion and to which account? Na ma oya me yo ko yipere ekura njem mekura. Asi poku mo nyam yo dem abokoto machine. Anapa doctors, communicators, we are betting radio station, the television station. We are defending MPP.
Yeah.
Is this the rot you are defending? 52 billion transferred to an unknown account, and a defender. Banks will collapse on every defender. 608 billion citizens account in a bank defender. Says your money or money young gold, diamond, whatever it is in Akufado, Odessa. So the whole country is not dependent on IMF 3 billion. Ah! Gano! We are depending on just 3 billion. And the IMF of one family, what you look at and watching him. Now, I'm a old man, Okumangara, but your age. Yaka Jibusabia, you're between 48 years.
Yeah.
It'll be a 50 years. You're body. 25 billion cities now. I could afford this or do good banks. So the innovative Kama GTMC. We were a timing part.
Yeah.
And say, my family more. 25 billion. So the innovative born satires. Because Robert Dogu, yes, I do go. So the innovative born satires. And some brands say, you man, yeah. Sikari na oko. Sikari na oko. And yet you are scheming. Now, sir, we are this oko to Kumaja. You are scheming to break the 8. Only on the back of free senior high school. Akumangara. If you do the research, Akufo-Addo did not introduce free SHS in Ghana.
True.
It is a constitutional mandate.
Yeah.
Okay? And to implement it, Mahama said, Yen Sikasan Musinsino. In the Nyimpan Wolboko school, Insinu, Yen start community day schools.
Yeah.
Ama, remember, you are so strong. Musku ni osi Franco Kono Duhala. Tumbe school wana moko.
The point ya mena mko.
Akufo-Addo si debi I will implement it. Okojina kwapimana no anansi. So the British commentator was asking, how are you going to fund it? The costing, how the costing. Okumangra. So we started free SHS. Albeit Mahamarika there, you're the progressive.
Yeah.
Me yes school then, yes canteen, I mean dining hall. Because I want to work on 1 young point where you nimpa. That's all. And she up here doing the double track into a big school. 3 months not better in the field. And still people are voting because of free SHS. How free is this free SHS? A good policy, badly implemented, is as stupid as the policy itself.
Wow.
You know, so Mama Hamma kon 3 years ago, the 3 years into we all the community secondary schools. You know what would have happened? There have been more spaces, more children in school, more teachers employed, more school staff would have been employed. So Mahama's education program would not have created congestion. It would have created employment. Are you following what I'm saying? So anybody who's going to vote because of a free SHS, please, you need to revise your thinking. Because them program you be. Have you employed new teachers? Have we? Mahama's option, let me repeat what I said. Mahama's option would have created more space. It would have created more space for more students. And more students requires more teachers. The teachers one call your national service no bet in the fee. Okumangara, I want to watch you God, but you know Osnabin also the answer.
And okay.
Osnabin also the answer. When you are implementing policies for the development of a country, you don't think of developing the policy just for votes. The free HS as implemented by Kufuor was just to harvest votes.
And nothing else.
Nothing else, nothing more. Not improving quality. No. Because let me explain to you why. I a program, change of program.
Yeah.
What follows in there? I buy textbooks. And I'm a textbooks in here. Then people can take the textbooks to school, at home, and go and study. And yet the mazing, they go and buy past questions. Are you all right? Hello, are you all right?
No.
I put a past question so that people will just are objective, chew and pour and pass. And so can cross. Say West Africa Exam Council and was supervisor until Oboshum. As a free West Africa Exam Council, here I buy exams.
Yeah, trauma here.
Yeah, pass. You know, so anybody, let me repeat, anybody in Ghana who is going to vote because of free SHS, please think again, because they are mortgaging the future of our children. They are mortgaging the future of our children.
Summarize on my
way. We have a chance. God is giving us another chance in December. There, more many gold, diamond, manganese, oil, cocoa, anything. Was you? Next say the home says we cannot even go to Eurobond to go and borrow. And we have been categorized as what? Junk status. Say, I supervise economy like that. I deputize economy like that. And I'm taking my last one first year. First year. What the money was on my Ben. Oh, Kwesi comedy of Pharaohs. Now, immediately later, sir.
No.
Okay, Jina, Techiman, no, Okro, one of the dancing training college.
Yeah.
And Madame, small Ghana Diana. And it will be, nurses were international nurses there. Now, Boamah does not know the difference between international conference and a local conference. And with the MP before, I was in Mahama can be about COVID. The difference between Boamah and Mahama in there, when Mahama gets out of this country, he defends and paint a good image of our country.
Yeah.
Compared to Boamah, Boamah goes to Europe and is against a country of thieves, a country of loan defaulters, a country of this. And so, what a year, accountants, one conference, to look at the ECG staff. We introduce a virus. What do you risk?
The paperless program of Moguno.
Paperless program, Commander. I don't know you see the port.
Yeah.
I on port. Today the airport is empty.
Yeah.
The port is empty. The maintenance paying some there. Vice President. The president is still on the seat. And you're undermining the policies. You are undermining your president's policies. And but the Yamiase, I'm a member of the NDC. Now the rot we are in, God has given us a competent pair of hands. President Mahama, experienced, matured, decent, intelligent, and now no Opoku.
Yeah.
You could voice and pay we are.
But I say, he had the Judy SC, His Excellency Ambassador Sampieli and a Yatan and Kano. Mami fa seda Emma Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center. And as a Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, so asuma, yadi jumedi ede ebremo. Wada Roma, or the Ceylon cinnamon, a touch papabi edi aba, Medimosis garlic capsules, onoma, a buoni padian pa, pibinum na weni enni. A fay or see a fantum when you say prostate disorders, sexual weakness, male and female infertility, hypertension, diabetes. Yadia kaya kahuni nyinano. Fabra Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center. Na beju apomden. Medimosis ewa Adenta barrier where the police station ne din hwede mo. Accra Central AES4 dan mo. Aje kwadwo obey school for the deaf na Kumasi ya henema kokoben. For 0244 068 447. 0244 068 447. Ghana Help Therapeutics or the Ghana Bam Eddie Abba unya bia eboa wo. Or the Ghana Man capsules on so abeni poster joy. Baby a tone ruby and bowra ho benya be free. 0244 754380. 0244 754380. Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules no a two yadi biasa no. Or that room unya bia eboa papa. And when I sit at a wadru ne hypertension, gastric ulcer, any the ekakan biano. Wadru enono. Your Spanish ginkgo capsules, ya eboa improve adrene enim dear. It's yes you kuta anti-aging, a boa kuma hobang into numbi now honto. Our number is 0266 1141 0266 1141 Yet the ene Gumbe no esi ene ede His Excellency Ambassador SMP Yele ene bekayen sa beboy. Kwadwo appear kwenu and the big mic and the producers for this show. Aboa for those who be brave, Elvis wo ha obia wo habi rafo ho nyima bodwese wo ho na okumangra Oheneba Boamah Bennie meso betre dwam. Nyame adoma Thursday, you better share on Gumbe show. Yedin komo. And at the end of the day, yakramo.